Hey guys, so driving to Bellingham right now, a little past Bellingham actually, and figured I'd use the hour or so I have to kill to record a rough draft of an idea I had for a YouTube channel I want to start. So the only people who will be hearing this at the beginning are people who respond to a message I'll put out asking if there's interest to give me feedback, letting me know what they think about this kind of an idea. Basically, I want to make little 5-10 minute YouTube videos that are, I guess, mindfulness snippets, things that, excuse me, things that I've been pondering on, things that I've been going through in my life that I can share with people to pass on to them. Just figure I could share it. It'll help me kind of keep a diary or a log, I guess, of ideas and things that I've been pondering, but at the same time, I think sharing it with others will help them to go through the things that they're going with, that they're dealing with in their lives. So, again, I'm in the car driving to Bellingham, and I don't have any script or anything for this, so I'll try to keep it quick. I've been studying Zen Buddhism for the past almost 2 years, on and off, and just what attracted me to it was the idea of, and I'm doing a great disservice by simplifying it this much, but Zen to me, in a nutshell, is the idea that loss and gain and pain and pleasure and happiness and sadness are all the same things, and life has a way of taking away things and giving us things, and most of our depression, our unhappiness, our anxiety, that stuff comes from the holding on to of things that weren't really meant for us. And so what I mean by that is I like to look at it as a ship in a harbor kind of a situation. You're the ship, you're this human who is designed to sail through life. You're designed to traverse through the seas of life and all the different obstacles and weather issues and things that may come in your way. And everything that you hold on to, good or bad, it basically acts as an anchor or a weight that keeps you down. So I imagine, for myself, literally, and it sounds silly, but this is how I think, I imagine a chain with an anchor tied to my ship for everything that I hold on to. And I'm not talking about just negative things. That's the part that people get confused about. This could be a friendship, this could be a relationship, this could be your job, this could be your TV, this could be your car, your house. It could be anything that you're holding on to. Because in reality, you want to spend the rest of your life with your loved one. You want to keep lifelong friends. You'd like to live in the house that you might like. You'd like to keep your job. But life has its own ways of dealing with things, and sometimes you get lucky, and that's how things work. Sometimes they work the way you want to, but those of you who've been through enough life will realize that more often than not, they don't work out the way you planned or exactly the way you planned. And we're taught from a young age, especially in this country, that you're supposed to hold on to those things, and that when you lose things in life, whether it be a family member, a job, a possession, that you're supposed to mourn, that you're supposed to be depressed, that you're supposed to be upset. And this Zen idea is essentially that, gain and loss are the same. So therefore, if something that you have this connection to walks out of your life, and again, this is anything, it could be possession, you automatically have this sense of sadness because you're holding on to it. So to get back to this anchor idea, all those things you hold on to, big or small, become these anchors, and they keep you from sailing through life the way you were designed to, the way you're supposed to. And the more and more you can shed these things off, the more and more you can let go of them, the more and more anchors, the more and more chains break. And the better you can sail, the happier you can be, the more you can become more of yourself, a better version of yourself than you ever thought, because you're no longer focusing on what if I lose this, what if I don't have this, what if this happens, I can't believe this happened. Those things don't weigh you down anymore, and then it also causes you, since you're not worried about those, to focus on the present, the now, what you do have. And all of a sudden, the things that you do have become so much more potent, you get so much more out of them, even if it's not as much as you had in the past or as much as you would like in the future. And there's kind of two ways to look at this. There's a meme that goes around, and I'll mention these a lot probably in the videos. It goes around on Facebook. It says if you're living in the future, you have anxiety. If you're living in the past, you have depression. If you're living in the present, you have peace. And it sounds kind of corny, but that's really what I'm trying to talk about right now, is the idea that the only things that can give us stress, the only things that can give us sadness or depression or anxiety are the things that we hold on to. And by learning to let them go, all of a sudden you have this peace. And I don't necessarily mean, because this is where people get confused. They go, well, I love my boyfriend, I love my girlfriend, I love my best friend, I don't want to let go. I still love them, I still care about them. Of course you do. Of course you love your TV, of course you love your car, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. So do I. But the idea is that you enjoy these things while they're in your life, and you're okay with the idea that they may not be there. And it sounds, like I said, it almost sounds depressing or like defeatist. I mean, come on, fight for things. Don't be like that, Don't be negative. But it's not negativity. It's really the way to navigate life the best, because by letting go of something doesn't mean that you're going to lose it, but it means that you can enjoy it better. And until you kind of practice this and live it out, it doesn't really make sense. But those of you who have experienced this in a little bit and kind of know what I'm saying. So I don't want to ramble on too much, but I want to leave people with kind of a challenge for these things. I don't want to just leave people with the 5 minutes of me talking and then have it be over. So what the challenge for this one is as you're going through your life the next couple of days and the next couple of weeks, take as much or little time as you need, because there's no rush on this. Write down the top 10 things that give you stress or anxiety or depression, that make you worry. The top 10 things that you think you hold on to the most. And again, they don't have to be bad things. They could be great things. They could be things that are super positive in your life. It doesn't have to be stuff that's toxic. Just anything that you hold on to dearly, that you cling to. Write them down, and then label them. Is this something that causes anxiety or depression or stress? Is this a future thing? As in, is this something that I'm worried about happening? Is this something that I'm stressing about in the future? Or is this something that has already happened to me that I'm dwelling on? Something in the past, something that you can't get over, something that you can't let go of. And the reason why I say label it as that is because what you're supposed to do once you write down these 10 things, and I encourage you to do it on a piece of paper too, not something on your phone or on your computer, because paper you can put it in your wallet or your purse or whatever and keep it on you. But write these things down, and then as you're going through your day, as you're going through your meditation or whatever you do, your prayer, whatever you do to focus on those kind of things, keep them at the top of your mind and practice on how to essentially let go of them. And again, it may seem confusing at first, but it does work, and it is a pretty awesome experience when you start to cut those chains and you realize how free you feel afterwards. But write down those 10 things, think about them, maybe even share them with other people if you'd like, and see what it does. Just try it for a couple weeks, see where it goes. All right, I'm getting close to where I need to be, so I'm going to cut it short. But again, any feedback is appreciated. This is just a really rough draft. I'll end up doing these. I'll edit them down to a really short. I'll study them better and have like scripts, and they'll be all professional and stuff. So anyways, thanks guys. Love you.